All right, so hopefully this time around, right thing of death, and do this Patreon request justice. My wife's porn career has changed our relationship forever. Well, yeah, no shit. You shouldn't be fucking married to her. This guy's dead inside.
Yeah,
he's
he's
already
dead
been broken.
inside.
He's dead. I can see it. And she is a selfish.
How do you
You know, I'm sorry, but look. If it was you and another chick, that's one thing. I still would be against it. I would still advise any other man to be against it. But if it's you and another chick, fine, fuck it. Well, first off, let me be clear. I would advise against dating anyone involved in sex work. But again, girl to a point I'm fine with. Girl after a point, I better have a three-way in it. I mean, girl is another matter, but a guy girl, I mean, this guy, well, first off, let's just dispense with the fucking elephant in the room. There is no way I would actually ever be the husband of a girl that did OnlyFans. Okay, that's just not in the fucking cards. She wants to do OnlyFans, then you're recreational use only. But if I am the boyfriend of someone who does OnlyFans, and I would be a non-exclusive boyfriend at that, well, you want to do something with guys, then I better get something, or you want to do something with girls, then I better have a three-way at the end of it. Anytime your girl says, well, I could do OnlyFans, or I could do this, or I could do that, dump their ass immediately. Social media has absolutely destroyed modern women, and I don't see them getting any better.
And would you do it?
I would do a scene with someone else, yeah.
And how do you feel about the idea of her sleeping with another man?
There is that level of jealousy. Obviously, it's difficult to split it.
Okay, the fact that you're just fine with her fucking other chicks and you're not getting a three-way kind of says what your simp level is, dude.
About 6 months ago, I did my first collab with another man that involved, like, full sex with somebody else who was a man. So yeah, that was a big thing. Obviously, I've done it since, but you've met him actually, haven't you?
I met him. He didn't know who I was. And I went,
The fact that he has a functioning jaw, you're a simp. You're a fucking simp.
Do you get jealous thinking about Kat's work?
well, probably.
And this is what the culture of feminism and all this toxic masculinity bullshit has led to. Men are just fine with their wives fucking other people.
I have been a bit jealous, considering what you do.
I think
Unless she's just fine with him fucking other girls. Like, if they want to have an open relationship, I don't give a flying fuck. But this thing where it's like, well, it's just her job, and also she's not hot enough to be a porn star. You also need to leave about 15 pounds.
porn and sex are two completely different things. Yeah.
No, porn and sex are two of the exact same thing. You're watching two people fuck.
And I don't think you fully understand that yet.
Well,
But
I'd say them at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people fuck.
it is, for me anyway, it's like acting. It's not anything other than acting.
Oh, acting my ass. Have you seen the level of acting in your average porn film?
Yeah, but with the girl scene, I've got no problem with that.
Yeah, yeah.
You should. Again, unless you get a three-way out of it at the end of it. But
that's different, you know.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
I like how a lot of it is like out of sight, out of mind. It's like
again, the girl. Also, the idea that you're perfectly fine with her doing OnlyFans in the first place puts you in the simp category. Sorry, her tits are yours.
I don't want to know, like, yeah,
yeah, it doesn't bother me at all now.
yeah.
Yeah, and this is probably a Scottish guy. You went from William Wallace to this simp.
Would you do a scene with Rob?
I think I'd be very nervous doing a scene with Rob. The only times we've ever had sex is just like for us.
I would have thought it'd be more comfortable with me because you know me. It's like when you've done.
Do these fuckers have kids?
Well, I've filmed several videos.
Two with his dick in.
Yeah.
We did like a Valentine's Day blowjob, didn't we? I thought it was what it was. I was like, oh, thank you so much for getting me all this sexy underwear. Before we go out to dinner, let me just like suck your dick.
Oh, and I come up with some good ideas for TikTok.
Okay, fine. Now you're in the porn world, so I guess fuck it. Well, then she should be just fine with you fucking some 19-year-old blonde bimbo that's in the OnlyFans game. Unless it's female only, any man that has an open relationship is a fucking loser. And I know all the feminists are gonna bitch and complain about, well, why is it okay if it's just women? I don't make the rules, honey pie. I just live with them.
I wouldn't.
By the way, even if it is just female only and it's like, let's say, one guy with 3 girls, I still think it's a bad idea because, again, jealousy has a way of rearing its ugly head.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm not saying it can't fucking work. I'm just saying that generally it doesn't.
So I made out with another woman
Yeah.
that you've worked with before. And we know,
Yeah, she's lovely, yeah.
Yeah, she's lovely and gorgeous, and Kat was in the background behind.
I was going like this. I was going like this as it happened.
Make it rain. Come dine with me, but with a better ending.
They're completely fucked. These people will end up in divorce court.
Well, I'm on different medication now. Less pain, more energy. Did also figure something out recently. You become more attracted to me
Yeah.
when I'm happy.
I get very affected by your emotions.
And you fell in love with me because of my,
Sense of humour.
yeah.
Pretty much.
No, I think it's because he's starting to put his foot down and women crave. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna call it what it is. I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. Women crave domination. They want to be controlled. They want to be told what to do. That's why she's more attracted to him.
Much so.
So-
Yeah.
Or that now she sees she has to compete with other women. Remember, he said he made out with another chick. And she watched it. That means her position as alpha bitch is now threatened. And this guy is way more masculine than the guy from a year ago. So it's also laying down the law, and now she has to compete. Gee, funny, now she finds her husband attractive.
When you're down, you're not as funny.
How has Rob's illness affected your relationship?
Well, it's changed me. I used to be a lot happier.
I feel like
The second you found that Rob could find happiness in another woman, you went bananas. Was again going to the place. He met up with another chick, even though it was a chick that you fucked. The thought of him being happy with her, it drove you, didn't it?
like it's sort of like an acceptance.
What are you grateful for?
I am very grateful for my family. They mean the absolute world to me. They're very supportive. And yeah, I honestly don't know what I'd do without them.
I got news for you, bitch. If I was your brother, the first thing I would tell you is don't do fucking OnlyFans and don't do fucking porn, you stupid bitch.
And you also... Oh, dear.
What you
Yeah, again, you got threatened by another woman, and now you're gonna fall in line.
grateful for now?
I'm
Or considering that you look like you're in your 30s, if not early 40s, you know this Rob is the best you can do. And hopefully somebody from the patriarchy gets a message to Rob. Hey, now you can have your wife do fucking anything. Because her tits hang low every year through.
I'm grateful that she's found this career because it helps us. The money takes pressure off me. Yeah, I'm grateful for everything she does.
You're still pathetic. You're still pathetic. Any man that is willingly sitting there dating a goddamn OnlyFans model or an OnlyFans girl is pathetic. Like, take the biggest thought of them all, Amaranth. I'll sleep with her. I'll hang out with her. Hell, I might even do datey type things with her. But are we going to marry her? No. And you married a chick. You allowed her to become a thought. You should have been stronger. The second you showed strength, notice how her pussy got all wet for you. And yeah, you should have showed strength before. I'm sorry. This idea that men can that men shouldn't tell women what's what is fucking ridiculous and fucking retarded. Women have proven time and time again they can't run their own fucking lives. But anyway, that's the end of this one. Are we all aware, my pretties? Oh, my pretties, my sweet, 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 dear pretties. Are you aware or think you are. We're gonna look at some. We're gonna look at some shit. Some. All right. Here's a cheeseburger that'll make you lose weight.
Starting off with the protein source, you need 180 grams of extra lean ground beef. This
About a pound of ground beef, little over.
particularly one has 5% fat and half the calories of
No, I want something with a little more fat. So maybe a pound and a half of 80-20.
regular ground beef, which usually has 20% fat, so it's really worth buying in terms of calories. Next, chop up one yellow onion, this weighs about 50 grams, then slice up 2 pieces of Roman lettuce and a handful of small tomatoes. You can also add pickles if you want here.
Okay, what world do you live in with pygmy yellow onions? I guess these are cherry tomatoes, and you have mutant romaine lettuce. Power Falcon, you know my private email address for such things, so you could just send it there. But I'll look for it. I'll get to it. I don't think I got it. Or I did get it, and I did it, and you just can't find the video.
Develop the 2 grams of oil and then the beef, and also place a small piece of parchment paper on top of the meat. You can now press the meat down with a spatula, and anything that is
My God, you're crumbling it. You don't need to do this.
heavy, I'm using my
Although you have jeans as tight as a woman's.
bottle of olive oil, take the cheese slice, rip it into pieces, and add it to the pan for 1 minute or so it can melt. At this stage, put the tomatoes and lettuce on top of the tortilla, then add the prepared sauce, followed up by the cheesy beef. This should be exactly enough for 1 large tortilla. Next, roll the tortilla into a burrito shape. What I like doing is
1 whole pound of beef for one for one burrito. 1 pound of beef for 1 burrito. And all these European fucks accuse Americans of being fat fucks.
so it's
Oh, I use bourbon all the time.
closed. Finally, help me go from this to this without even thinking about being on a diet. I'm sure it can do the same for you. It has over 220 recipes.
I guarantee you that guy hit the gym at some point.
As well as my extra virgin olive oil that I made myself in Greece. The link is down below too.
Oh, great. That's wonderful. By the way, Greece sucks. Alright. Over here. The perfect meatloaf recipe.
Today I'm going to be sharing with you 3 secrets to making the perfect meatloaf.
Alright, is this recipe AI generated and AI spoke?
The second secret to making the perfect meatloaf is using extra lean ground beef.
No, it's not. But whatever. You do you. Without any fat. Okay, unless you have it in an improper vessel. Even then, the fat's just going to separate. It's not going to re-enter, so your shit's still going to be dry at the end of the day. Get it, E20. Treat meatloaf like a burger. I used to think, oh, it's meatloaf, blah, blah, blah. 93.7, all the fat's recycled. No, it's not. It just melts out. What little there is, you still have drier than fucking goddamn Megan Fox's fucking a hamburger. I tried it with 80-20, my God. It was wet as, well, before Megan Fox got ugly.
The third secret.
Also, don't waste money on these weird meat twister, turner, breaker upper things. Use your fucking hands.
One more secret that I want to share, and I'll get to that in a minute. Now add your breadcrumbs and mix well. And allow it to cook for 1 hour.
So, the idea of you know, putting it in a fucking meatloaf pan never crossed your fucking minds?
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to Soul Food Cooking.
Good. So basically, you told us how to make a big ass burger patty, and that was it. All right. You know what? This is where I'm gonna end this. I thought I was stretching it. I'm out. Good night, everybody.
I'm